The sixth sun is the spiritual sun, also refers to the dark sun or night sun. This is the time the wheat and the tares are being divided. The holiday of the receiving of Ra was celebrated on May 26th in the Gregorian calendar. Son of darkness does not sound like a very positive thing. Both of them, the son of light and son of darkness, have their positive aspects and their negative aspects. The sixth son is a son of darkness, but for us, darkness isn't a bad thing. It's like sleeping. It's like sleeping. When you close your eyes, you see the inside. When you are awake, you see the outside. So it's the sun of the inside. What will we find on the inside? A lot of the belief systems that we are bashing on something outside won't be effective anymore. Like the medicine from the outside won't be effective. So a lot of people will have to look on the inside. If they are able to look in time, they will survive and they will have their best time with grace. The dreaming state creates the awake is real, and if you don't fix how you dream, you will never be able to fix how you live. For going forward, I recommend that people begin exploring their inside to being looking for teachings, not exactly mine or for a tradition, but the teachings of the inside. I think is the teaching of God and Jesus Christ. How to connect back to God and Jesus Christ and walk righteously. The twin, the red pill and blue pill. Blue star Katrina. The blue star Katrina is a Katrina or spirit that will signify the coming of the beginning of the new world by appearing in the form of a blue star. The blue star Katrina is said to be the ninth and final sign before the day of purification. Described as an apocalypse or a world engulfing cataclysm that will lead to the destruction of the planet Earth. The final sign. The ninth and final sign of destruction is described by White further as you will hear of a dwelling place in the heavens above the earth that shall fall with a great crash. It will appear as a blue star, and very soon after this, the ceremonies of my people will cease. This idea of the blue star Katrina marking the end of all Hopi rituals is reflected in Waters' book, Book of the Hopi, in which he states the end of all Hopi ceremonialism will come when a Katrina removes his mask during a dance in the plaza before uninitiated children. The absence of Hopi ceremonialism will coincide with the destruction of the fourth world. I believe, according to Mayan, it's the fourth world going into the fifth world. But according to Aztec, we are ending the fifth world and beginning the sixth world on the May 26th, which is tomorrow. Waters suggested that World War III will begin and the United States will be ripped apart by war, leaving only the Hopis and their homeland intact. The war of the end of the world is described by Waters as a spiritual conflict with material matters, which is God vs. Satan. The return of the blue star Katrina will be the alarm clock that tells us of the new day and a new way of life, a new world that is coming. It is where the changes will begin. They will start as fires that burn within us, and we will burn up with desires and conflict if we do not remember the original teachings, which is God and Jesus' teachings, and return to the peaceful way of life. Not far behind the twins will come the purifier, the red star Katrina, who will bring the day of purification. On this day, the earth, her creatures, and all life as we know it will change forever. There will be messengers that will precede this coming of the purifier. They will leave messages to those on earth who remember the old days. The message will be found written in the living stone through the sacred grains, and even the waters. Crop circles have been found in ice. From the purifier will issue forth a great red light. All things will change in their manner of being. Every living thing will be offered the opportunity to change from the largest to the smallest thing. Those who return to the ways given to us in the original teachings, which means those who return to the God and Jesus Christ and live a natural way of life, which is righteous life, will not be touched by the coming of the purifier. They will survive and build a new world with Jesus Christ and God. Only in the ancient teachings will the ability to understand the messages be found. I believe it's the Bible. It is important to understand that these messages will be found upon every living thing, every within our bodies, even within a drop of our blood, which is our DNA. All life forms will receive the messages from the twins, those that fly, the plants, even the rabbit. The appearance of the twins begins a period of 7 years, which will be our final opportunity to change our ways. Everything we experience is all a matter of choice. Many will appear to have lost their souls in these final days. So intense will the nature of the changes be that those who are weak in spiritual awareness will go insane. For we are nothing without spirit. They will disappear, for they are just hollow vessels for anything to use. Life will be so bad in the cities that many will choose to leave this plane, some in whole groups. Only those who return to the values of the old ways will be able to find peace of mind. For in the earth we shall find relief from the menace that will be all around us. It will be a very hard time for women with children, for they will be shunned, and many of the children in these times will be unnatural, some being from the stars, some from past worlds, some will even be created by man in an unnatural manner and will be soulless. Many of the people in this time will be empty in spirit, which is they live without a spirit. They will have sampak. Life without life force, no life force in their eyes, which is they are transhumans, iron mixed with clay, and some are fallen angels' offsprings, and also mixed with human. As we get close to the time of the arrival of the purifier, there will be those who walk as ghosts through the cities. Through canyons they will have constructed in their man-made mountains. Those that walk through these places will be very heavy in their walk. It will appear almost painful as they take each step, for they will be disconnected from their spirit. After the arrival of the twins, they will begin to vanish before your eyes like so much smoke. Others will have great deformities, both in the mind and upon their bodies. This will be the zombie apocalypse. There will be those who would walk in the body that are not from this reality, for many of the gateways that once protected us will be open. This sounds like it will happen right after the first fruit rapture. There will be much confusion between sexes, children, and their elders. Life will get very perverted, and there will be little social order in these times. Many will ask for the mountains themselves to fall upon them just to end their misery. Still, others will appear as if untouched by what is occurring. The ones who remember the original teachings and have reconnected their hearts and spirit, those who remember who their mother and father is. This is when some people awake and connect back to God and Jesus Christ. When the purifier comes, we will see him first as a small red star, which will come very close and sit in our heavens watching us to see how well we have remembered the sacred teachings, the Bible, the God's words. This purifier will show us many miraculous signs in our heavens. In this way, we will know Creator, the God, is not a dream. Even those who do not feel their connection to Spirit will see the face of Creator across the sky. Things unseen will be felt very strongly. And the demons, fallen angels, they will reveal themselves because the veil has been opened. Many things will begin to occur that will not make sense, for we will be shifting back in another dream state. There will be a world that will open at this day when time, and we enter the forever cycle of the fifth world, which is for the Aztecs is the sixth world. We will receive many warnings allowing us to change our ways from below the earth as well as above. Then one morning, in a moment, we will awaken to the red dawn. The sky will be the color of blood. Many things will then begin to happen that we are not sure of their exact nature, for much of reality will not be as it is now. There will be many strange beasts upon the earth in those days, some from the past and some that we have never seen. The nature of mankind will appear strange in these times when we walk between worlds, and we will house many spirits, even within our body. After a time, we will again walk with our brothers from the stars and will build this earth, but not until the purifier has left his mark upon the universe.